It's IQOO Battleground Series 2025, Grand Finals Day 1, where Orangutan unleashes a solid aggressive gameplay that leaves the competition in fear. With an astonishing 97 points in just 6 matches, they are on roll. In this video, we will dissect the thrilling match 6 of Day 1, where Orangutan shows their exceptional defensive strategies and team coordination. Get ready for the thrilling experience. Alright, the flight path takes us from the Novorepnoi to Severny area. Orangutan takes a bold split drop between Rozhok and Water City area, prioritizing the vehicle and setting the tone for an aggressive plan. And here comes the circle, upward with an eastern bias, favoring the school areas. Orangutan anticipated the zone movement and regrouped towards the outer Rozhok and hill area. They want to take the full control over Rozhok. Orangutan has a full control over zone edge. But wait, Likita Esport has some other plans. From the backline, they wanted to push against Orangutan's compound.
It's a good point that's out because on Wrangle they are playing from the edges. On Miramar and Sanok they're just playing the center. And it seems like this time, finally in the last game of the day, things are finally starting to click. All 4 players still alive, 6 finishes secured. But talk about finishes, and it seems like OG are going to try and get themselves a few finishes by shutting down Likita Esports and their breach inside of the circle from the west. Magic already out of the way. EXO, and Smoker still alive. But do they know that there's K9 Esports base waiting towards the north? You see him on the radar. He hasn't done anything yet, but the nade, another player down, and it's going to be EXO hitting the floor. Beast finally strikes. He walks away with 1 finish, a point stolen from the players of OG.
There's 2 fights breaking out at the same time, and OG now finally making the pounce against Likita Esports, and just looking in front, it's the only man standing.
Orangutan defends their territory with ease, showing perfect team coordination. Meanwhile, GDR attempts a third party to wipe it down, OG, and takes the full control over this compound so that they can move easily into the zone.
Side of things, God's Reign, spotted out by players of OG. WizGod, he's the one put under pressure by Justin, but a lot of utility committed at no avail as well. Not enough damage dished out on the other side. Revenant Xbox, Ronnie still causing harm to Meta Ninja. Does end up securing a knock and the finish as well. It's just one man causing so much trouble.
Yeah, it's time for God's Reign to make that pounce. OG executed Vasista Esports, an uphill battle for the boys.
But it's Orangutan's AKOP, who proves to be the game changer, knocking out both the GDR players. But now OG wants to enter the zone. They decided to directly slam on 8-bit's compound.
Taking on GDR, they did manage to pick off 3 men from the opposing side, but now finally the push on the players of 8-bit, and it's going to be 8-bit who are on the wrong end of the stick. WizGod and Athenki just annihilating 8-bit, dismantling them into the pixels they can claim to be. And Somraj and S-Power again, the dynamic duo that secured the chicken din. And
Aru knows the position of Delta. He tries to kill him with the nade, but no luck. AKOP, on other hand, cooks the nade, and Aru guided the broken wall. This is what we call a perfect teamwork is.
Starting to face the point. 2 players taken down extremely low. 8-bit does have the utilities. They do have the meds as well to patch themselves up, and that's what they're exactly going to start to do as power is still softened up. Smoke's laid out. 8-bit, Somraj in the bushes, position unknown. Somraj, he might just have the striking advantage, but the explosive bow and arrow, it might just change the entire game. The explosive bow and arrow, they do tend to be quite dangerous, especially inside of closed spaces. And this building, it's going to give you the maximum advantage of that.
AKOP got knocked from Seeper, but Athenki, with his DBS, doesn't allow 8-bit players to push in.
the most opportunistic play made by Meta Ninja, but 8-bit they still commit. And Athenki with brilliant punishes takes both those individuals down. Now it's down to the IGL. Somraj sitting on the flank to see if he can secure a top 2 spot in this game. S-Power, oh, he's still left. He's still alive. Has a sliver of HP to work with, at least about...
Poco WN from down the ridge tries to flank, but Atanki spots him and shut him down.
Where a nade can be lobbed,
Oh,
or
no.
maybe not. I think he sees Poco and wonders, what are you doing, my friend?
Massive blunder from Metaninsa. This could have been their game. They just needed to play the patience game, but instead got a little bit too overeager, and even as Power gets blown to smithereen with that nade. Samraj, the only man standing in the way of OG and the chicken dinner, and one more man for Metaninsa. But 8-Bit, now they've got their sights situated on towards Reaper, the final man standing for Metaninsa. 8-Bit and OG, they've been extremely consistent in the past couple of games, but 8-Bit, they're on a completely different league. If they do manage to snatch the chicken dinner away, it will just extend the lead even more.
I mean, this chicken dinner is theirs, man. There's no way anyone else is taking it. And by the way, takes me back to the game of Sanhok. A question asked to the players of 8-Bit.
Oh my
Do you
God,
think
what?
Somraj can take you on? And the answer was no. For the second time, they prove it. That doesn't matter if this man is hiding or out in the open. They're still gonna beat him down.
You know what? They came up wearing